Right, hopefully this works. Apologies for not being on as much this week. Obviously, I did the video on Monday, I think it was. And then for the last couple of days, I've had a sore throat, so I've not wanted to, obviously do too much talking on anything. But yeah, my throat's a lot better this afternoon than it was yesterday and everything. And I think that's winter. Well, it is winter, that unfortunately when you have a lot of people in heated buildings, I think they've got the air set to recirculate. So anyway, let's see what's on here since we last played it, just because it's easy to I thought it was a big dick then. It's meant to be a bone, isn't it? Oh, that's cool, M-Kid. Let's see what this, like, picked game is. Why is the play thing not working on it? Oh, there we go, it's just being slow to load. Alright, Rubles, yep. Yeah, so it didn't help with me that my December started off getting, sort of like a cold, sore throat, like, whatever it's been. But like I said, it's not that bad. It's just one of those annoying ones where, made me from cereals and that really made my throat go sore again. So, coffee seems fine and stuff like that. So I have no idea what this is going to be, but let's find out. Bane, probably somewhere between like £30 and £50. This guy's prodding me with a stick a lot, isn't he? Yeah, I don't know if it was flu or whatever. I've had a flu jab, so hopefully if it was flu, it means it's not affecting me as much. But yeah, like I said, the problem is that obviously as soon as you start getting into December and that, like I said, it's where if you've got people inside in shops and, they've got the heating on, but the air's just set to recirculate closed to keep the heat in. Oh, so are we the monster in this? Or what? Oh, that's cool. So is it something like Autonite or one of those kind of things? Because there's lots of, like, uranium-based little rocks you can get. Yeah, that's quite famous one, isn't it? There's some good videos of people going around there with counters that are going quite crazy. I mean, you can always just upload a video to YouTube and then link me to that, or tell me what to search to find it. So they're like monsters we can fight in this, or is it just like a walking simulator thing? We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, I know what you mean, Shed on Fire, but with the communist one, it's not full as Earth, it's just a talc. They were obsessed with using that to try and preserve the shelf life of their stuff. So yeah, I know what full as Earth is and stuff like that, but yeah, the communist ones are just coated in talc because it was a cheap way. I don't think it's meant to be tech-free. Yeah, I've got some of that, like, decon powder in tubs before that's come with masks. But yeah, it's a similar looking thing, some of it's, like, bright white, isn't it? But yeah, the commies just absolutely love trying to preserve their masks by putting talc on them. So when you find the ones that have been in deep storage for ages, they literally just look like they're coated in, like, white, you know. No, I have no idea what that is, Ethan. Is that a game or what? That thing's got a magnet. The eye looks a bit like the Iron Giant or something, that thing. Ah, okay. I didn't know Newgrounds was still around. I thought that closed down ages ago. Alright, Visa. So yeah, the annoying thing is saying to a couple of other people, Visa, I've managed to get either some sort of cold or flu or whatever again, but thankfully my throat's nowhere near as sore today, because yesterday I would not have felt like trying to do a stream or really even look at the screen. But today it's just more of, you know, like a sore throat being annoying, rather than anything else. So as long as I drink water and that, I'm fine, but when I had some cereals earlier, that really started making my sort of throat sore again. I think you probably mean NBC, Shabby Fred, but again, ABEC is basically ABEC is like the bit to do with organic vapour and organic vapour, all that stuff. The number is how good it is at doing those things. Yeah, cheers. I think it's just, like I was saying to other people, because it's winter now here, it means every time you're in any sort of building or shop, they've got the, you know, hot air set to recirculate. Everybody else has colds and whatever. And, yeah, you just pick stuff up really easily. It's the void, innit? They've got weird, creepy face things, haven't they, those things? What was I actually meant to be doing other than finding that magnet? Just wandering around aimlessly? Was I meant to be going back to that first NPC? Are you sure that's just not NBC in a different language? Because in theory it should be nuclear, biological, chemical. Unless it's using R instead of radiological. So it might be they're just calling it radiological biochemical. That's probably it, rather than nuclear. Because they normally call it CBRN now rather than NBC, but I've never seen it done to RBC. Yeah, where the hell was I meant to be? Oh, was it that guy when I first came in? Yeah, I usually, yeah. I have to stand really close to him for it to work. How does this work then? He's getting extremely angry at me for not handing over his magnoid. Oh, I see. Oh, free? Oh. Ah, there you go. Visa's explained it for you. So yeah, it's just like translated slightly differently. Alright, we need to find some more magnets then. So we found the one on the Iron Giant, or whatever that is. Well, I mean, I've got Medieval on the PS5, or the PS4. It looks like a giant anglerfish thing. Oh yeah, I'll take that, thank you. But yeah, there's probably somebody who's done Medieval or whatever. What about Mountain Blade Bannerlord? It's already come out. Oh, so what, am I already in the Garbage Grove? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is Visa. I'll have a look in a minute. Because this looks like it's actually quite a big sort of game thing. Oh wait, there's the other magnet, right. So now we just need to find that first guy who was round here, wasn't he, I think? Or was he? Don't tell me the guy's wandered off I need to hand the magnets to now. It's that guy, isn't it? Right. Don't really know what you mean, Ethan, as in statistics courses. What, like a university course to do with analysing statistics, or statistics to do with certain things? It's dangerous to go alone and take this. What's he giving me? That wasn't very nice. Can I go this way now, though, where they've driven off through? The thing is, like, with a uni course, I would only ever recommend paying the sheer amount of money to do a uni course if it's something you really want to get into. Because the amount of people I know that have done courses on a whim because they thought it sounded interesting when they finished school and now can't get a job, but they're 30 grand or whatever it is in debt over it. Probably even more than that for a lot of them if you know, put accommodation on. So yeah, it's one of those things where if it's a course you think you're going to be able to get a job in, why not? But with lots of like university courses, I'd say really think, you know, twice about doing them. Just because I know so many people, like I said, that have not managed to get any money back after doing uni. They're still doing like regular jobs. The people I know that have got the most money out of doing courses are people who did apprenticeships for things like plumbing or electricians, because they're actually needed skills. Anyway, I'll quit this game in a minute and have a look for cone in 60 seconds. Because that's meant to be gone in 60 seconds. Oh no. Yeah, this looks quite pretty, this sort of thing, but so no, I will resume this one at some other point, rather than playing it all now. Let's have a look for Medieval for Visa. And Medieval is spout like this for what I'm trying to do. Okay, so most thumbs up. Medieval demo. Medieval 2, is that just the opening bit of it? Yeah, I know there is like rules M-Kid with it like being written off, but still. You know, it's one of those things where I wouldn't recommend people on purposely take on debt, even if it will get, you know, like cancelled off at some point if you can't repay it. But I think that goes quite a long way to say about, yeah, you know, that we have a system where people are taking on that sort of debt and then can't actually pay it off naturally. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, there we go. There's, I was going to say Jack Skellington, so Daniel Fortescue. I mean, I recognise the music, because it's, what's it, the graveyard, whatever it is. If this is all there is to it, though, there's not going to be much here, is there? I'm assuming this was just a proof of concept thing that you could have him walking around. Yeah, so we can't go that way, let's just jump off the edge. See you, Shabby. Oh no. Oh, it just respawns you there. So there's not much to this one, is there? Medieval demo, but he looks like he put some effort into it with the asset, so let's give it a thumbs up. So, let's see what the Medieval 2 one. I'll just go through all these, why not? so it's the museum from Medieval 2. Well, I think in a lot of Steven Spielberg films it was just John Williams, wasn't it, that did the score, or like Danny Elfman. But no, they didn't do the Medieval one, but it's meant to be in quite a Danny Elfman style, from like Batman and Nightmare Before Christmas, like Medieval's music. Right, what's the attack button in this? Or haven't they programmed that in? Oh, there we go. So I should be able to pick that sword up. There we go. And then the museum level has some really strong, like, night enemies that just come out of the, like, glass things and always used to fuck me up as a kid. Like, not the zombies. The zombies are obviously fairly weak, even if mechanics in this thing aren't very good for hitting them. But yeah, we'll see if they've made them in this. There's, like, these, like, I guess, animated suits of armour that are just really strong, or were in the PlayStation 1 version. Because bear in mind, with Medieval, there isn't, like, a really... Oh, that's where they would have been, look, in those things. Oh. Yeah, but they're not here. So, this is easier than actual Medieval 2, because you've not got the really strong suits of armour that come out after you. How do I get the pistol, then? Because it doesn't seem to want to break the... Oh, never mind. That wasn't the thing I could use the key on, was it? Is there a way of interacting with things like the key? I mean, obviously, as this is just literally a thing somebody's made in dreams, I wouldn't expect all the mechanics to actually work in this. Oh, what was it? Oh. Oh, the key's probably for that bit up there, isn't it? Right. Oh, I see, yeah, you just... Oh, that's it, okay. So what were the other medieval ones on here? Medieval Nightmare. I think there was one medieval game I tried. I don't know if this is this one, which... Oh no, this is cool. This wasn't what I'd tried before. So this is what, like an 8-bit version of Medieval. That guy has a lot of HP and I'm dead. Right, I won't carry on with this one even though it looks cool. Because yeah, there was one that I played on here that was really difficult. Like a medieval thing. Let's see what Medieval 3 whip is. There's quite a few medieval things actually. This is R2 here, right? Can I break those chests? No, I don't think so. Is that meant to do that? Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, this old helmet, you brought that up before, I believe. Unless it was somebody else that made the exact same comment. Yeah, but there might not, just to be honest, there might not be any more to this than what we've already just looked at. Because a lot of these Dreams games, that's the only problem with them, that they're, like, very, very primitive in terms of, like, what people have made with them. Because that obviously looks like a door, but I don't know... Oh, okay, you can go through it. It's just really plonky. Okay, so now we've got the zombies. Oh. Maybe this was the one that I died on over and over again before. So yeah, they like one-hit you. Right, never mind then. We won't carry on with this look. I'm just dying over and over. Even though it looks like they put effort into it, like all these. One thing that, yeah, is always a bit of a problem in Dreams is a lot of people don't quite get the game balancing right in terms of, you know, like difficulty curves. So what the controls? At least this one actually has a health bar. Yeah, I don't know what the bottom meter is, but how do I jump? It's because this is more like Dark Souls controls, actually. Is that what they've tried to do? This actually looks a bit like the opening to Dark Souls 3, saying that. No, I've not tried Dark Tide yet. I'm still quite into Marauders. Oh, his head come after you. Can I go that way? Oh, okay. That wasn't a good idea, was it? Oh. Would that be... Oh, I see. It's like you get a charged up berserk thing if you do enough damage, I guess. Do I need to kill all the bits before I can go to the next area or something? I see. So it actually has a healing mechanic. I have, again, no idea what this is, Ethan. Is this, like, YouTube drama stuff? If so, I never watched that. Or is it, like, an actual drama series? Or, like, the company that makes dramas? I don't know. Yeah, the main problem MKid with Marauders is just the sheer amount of hackers on it. Again, though, I think there's meant to be a big content update in December, so... I think it's one of those games where every, like, you know, month or two there'll be a decent patch, and then when it eventually launches, I know they're doing the reset, so you lose everything, which, you know, might annoy some people, but to be honest, that at least means everybody starts off at level 1 at that point, because some people have been playing, like, a closed alpha of it since, like, January or something. Yeah, this one actually looks the best made out of these medieval games, even if it's less like medieval, more like some sort of Dark Souls sort of thing. Just because it actually looks like it has gameplay mechanics. Oh, it wouldn't have surprised me if you say about that, because like I know it's like the current sort of thing, a bit like Raid Shadows Legend, isn't it? Where it's been. So what's happened with any of the YouTubers that have promoted it? So do they know that they've promoted something that wasn't really what it was advertised as? Yeah, because if I remember right, was there both a Mark Fountain one with that on and a Forgotten Weapons one? You see, this is why I don't like actually doing sponsorship type videos, other than if a company sends me a product, I'm allowed to do a fair review on it. Because I don't like the idea that, yeah, you might, you know, have somebody essentially get you to advertise something and then it's not what it turns out to be. So yeah, I actually weirdly do know a bit about what you're on about now then, just because I remember seeing the adverts for this thing. Right, unless I can just go around there, I'll call that a day for the medieval one. I'll still be on stream for another 30 minutes or so, but like I said, we'll see some stuff that isn't medieval now, related. But yeah, this one has actually got mechanics to it. Unless, can I skip forwards a bit? Oh, let's go to the Hilltop Mausoleum. Survival bonus increased, but I didn't... So that's what the imps are meant to be, I guess, now. You know, they look more like weird spider things. I wonder if they can steal your weapons like an actual medieval. Again, just spamming square is the most efficient way of playing it, apparently. Yeah, the only problem with some of those ones is I don't know how you'd even actually test the product. You know, like, obviously when it's a physical product, like headphones or something, you can obviously test them yourself. That sounds quite jolly music for, here. Right, is the pit down one of these as usual? If I can get enough lighting to see. Because in actual medieval there's, like a hole in the floor, isn't there? There we go. Yeah, this isn't quite the Hilltop Mausoleum theme from the original medieval. It sounds more like a sea shanty played on an organ. Alright, hype. I'm only on for another 30 minutes or so, because I was saying to some of the other people, annoyingly, because it's December now and stuff goes around really easily, I've got some sort of cold stomach bug thing that's giving me a really sore throat. I mean, if it's ended up being flu, and this is as minor as symptoms as I get from it, I'm quite happy that I've had the flu jab and it's worked. But I know some of the other people I've, work with have been quite ill recently with something, so I imagine I've picked the same thing up and it's just at least not hit me as hard. But it's still not a very, a hidden area, is it? Like I said, it's still not a very nice thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yep. Saying that, 640 by 480 photos is still a size of photo I use when my dad wants me to help him do small eBay listing type things. Cheers. Like I said, thankfully for me, I'm not like that ill. Like I phoned in the Blue Cross today to say, I wasn't going in there because again, then you risk spreading it to other people. And again, it's one of the things I don't like doing though, is if I'm feeling a bit under the weather with something like that, is driving decent distances, because obviously that's when you're just going to naturally be more distracted, or not paying as much attention when you're driving, which is actually a lot more dangerous than the thing. But like I said, I know from some of the people I've worked with, we had quite a lot of people off last week with stuff like that. And like I was saying again, because it goes back to like the corona thing, it's annoying that everywhere now has gone back to just closing up all the windows and doors and just turning the heating on full whack, because that doesn't... So did we get the boss now yet? I can't actually see what I'm doing to attack him. If it's like the real boss, you have to hit him in the stained heart, don't you? But this is probably a bit different, because it's... See, I don't know if I can actually hit him or not. I'm not that fussed, because like I said, I was just more like trying these out of curiosity. So yeah, does he do something that lets me attack him again? Or do I have like a throwable weapon? So I was saying, I know in normal medieval you have to shoot with a bow or a crossbow, don't you? What happens if I just run away from them? You just stand there. Yeah, I'm assuming there's a way I can actually hit him then without being able to jump or anything if he's... Oh, does he just die after hitting him enough? Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with like lots of cameras and that, it's like obviously you've got modern cameras that are really good in the sense they're just modern cameras with, you know, good resolution and everything and all that, and good sensors. And then you've got old cameras that are just fun because they're old cameras. The thing I like about old webcams is they pick up radiation scintillation really easily. Right, anyway, that will do us for playing this for now. Because it turned out... How many levels are there in this, though? Okay, so they've actually done a shitloads of nearly the entire game's worth of levels. Yeah, in the original one, it's the stained glass demon, so it's like the stained glass comes alive into a demon. Let's just see the ghost ship, because that's the one with the really annoying jumping mechanics on it in the original game. But if there's no jump in this version of it, if it was easier to do, especially like developing it, then probably. Like, I'm certainly interested with film photography for like developing it where you can see radiation on the film. Like, you know, also like developing X-ray. Yeah, that's what I say, that's the thing I really like about Dreams, is just the sheer amount of content on it. Oh, is that... Alright, there's a guy there. Let's see. Pretty tough. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, let me just spam square really quickly. There we go. Alright, so there's the doorway. Anything in this room? No. Yeah, there's less asset flippings on Dreams than there is in proper full-on games, which is the funny thing. Sadly, no hype. We used to have one really close by, but they're all like a dead thing now. I don't know if Boots, the chemist, still does photo development. But yeah, that used to be back when, you know, before digital cameras were popular. That was a really common thing to have photoshops, you know, and like... Yeah, because if there was something like that, that would actually be quite good, but sadly, I think nearly all of those have died around here. Like, I imagine they exist, but I imagine the prices are a lot higher than they used to be because of sort of it being a more professional thing now. But yeah, there used to be, in like a little village town near me, they used to have one, and you always used to smell really nice in there. I guess that was Photo Primer, maybe the smell, because, you know, it's also one of those shops where you could get passports done in real time and things like that. And then a lot of the supermarkets used to have like a photo counter, but again, that's not a thing anymore. So I imagine they still exist, it's just I imagine there's a lot more stuff that goes into it. But I might actually have a Google later and have a look. I mean, another thing you can do is get a Polaroid type camera, and while the Polaroids are expensive in terms of like shot per film, you can still mess about with Polaroids, the same one. Does anybody have any other games they want me to look up while I'm on here? Oh, there's a new one of these Backrooms games. Should we have a look at that one? Because we've played the previous ones on the stream, so let's have a look at this. Oh, that's interesting to know, though, but yeah. I'll have a look for a flying game in a minute. It's interactive square. Okay. A parrot. Oh, there you go. Sprint toggle. I guess we want to be sprinting in this crazy place. Yeah, my mum used to have an old. Oh, what was the name of it? Not Canon, but one of the was it Nikon or one of those? I can't remember. Like one of the really famous cameras that she had with, like, you know, an old SLR with all the different lenses for it and everything. Because on the wall at home, we still have a load of pictures she took of the Seoul Olympics back in '80, whenever that was or whatever. You know, and then had the film developed of all the ones. Oh, I can't go up there apparently. Can I jump the fence? Yeah, I can, okay. Yeah, well, there's a lot of kind of indie horror games on this game, but I guess you mean ones that are actually, what, like on Steam type indie horror games, or what? God isn't allowed here, okay. Why did God just put me here? I don't know. I fell down here with my sister. How do we leave? I don't know. Looks like we're partying now. Don't look away. Hello? Is that one of those enemies that, yeah, comes after you when you're, Oh, never mind. Oh, not again. So even though you have to be looking at him, the problem is when the lights flicker, he just moves up on you. So unless you know exactly where... Oh, there's more than one of them! Oh, I can't be arsed playing this. Right. Do. Oh, speaking about weird God stuff the other day, I had somebody approach me when I was walking the dogs to ask me all my thoughts on God and why don't I go to church. And it's kind of like, this is weird. Please leave me alone. I tried to be as polite as possible, but, you know, it's still one of those things, like, I don't know if it was a Jehovah's Witness or what, but it's just like, why has my religion got anything to do with you, thank you? So, flying games, or flight simulators, I guess we want to search. Basic flight sim whip. Let's go through some of these. We'll do oh, Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. But the weird thing is, I could understand it more if they were on like a street corner doing it. But it's just really weird when it's like I was walking the dogs and they were in the middle of like a wet, muddy field. Like, again, I don't want to judge the person because I don't know them, but still. Begin flight. Oh, do I have to hold it down? Look, we better begin the tutorial. Okay, so... I assume it means that button, or do I have to... Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, it might have just been like one of those people, in all honesty, like you're saying, an M-Kid, a Jehovah's Witness or whatever, that was just randomly there and they couldn't resist the opportunity to start bringing, you know, it up. Because, I mean, for them, I assume they think they're saving his soul from eternal damnation. But, you know, I felt a bit under the weather, and I was walking the dogs in the cold, and I just wanted to walk the dogs and get them back. Yeah, I don't know why. Sorry, I was just going to read the controls. I don't want a technical tutorial, this is complicated enough. Alright. Am I gonna... Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's inverted, okay. Ooh, fun frames. Alright, let's turn off that thing, so I don't want to look at it. Can I crash? I wonder if I can fly this fast enough to make the wings fly. Oh, so I'm being shot at there. Radar. Is that my radar locking onto them, or am I blowing up ships? Or are they Yankee ships? I don't know. Right, straight I guess. Oh no! I'm looks like I'm getting shorted. Oh dear. Where's the enemy plane though? I'm fucked. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, the arrow is where the enemy plane is. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's got me. Right. Right, this time I know there's a plane. Is that going down there? Or is that just some random trap? I'm not sure, it kind of looked a bit like a Super Hornet or whatever. Can you shoot the missile? Yeah, I think the idea of this plane is more just locking on the missiles, isn't it? Rather than just flying like this and then trying to gun straight something. Oh, I'm still impressed this is a thing on Dreams. Oh, radar lock. Oh, right, I can flare. Do I have unlimited flares? But what I want to know is how I can shoot missiles. It's not very fair if they've got missiles. Yeah, I can't really turn it down, like on an individual game basis. This plane maneuvers far better. Could just ram it. Can change your POV apparently. I don't know. Oh. Alright, that'll do for trying to fly an F-35 where I've no idea. But I'm still found that quite impressive. For something made in Dreams. Superman, eh? Is this like Superman 64? See, F-22 Raptor, I'd rather fly that. Yeah, what I'll have to do, Hype, at some point is, with a game like that, is actually play it not on the stream and try and get good when I'm not raping people's, thing. Okay. Do you want to put my master on first? Yikes, on... Right. Now can I look up? Alright, hang on. The controls are being hidden by the comments coming up on the screen. So I guess, yeah, with this one I just hold down X to increase the throttle until I take off. Oh, I wasn't taxiing, but I'm already up in the air, so there we go. So we have a little artificial horizon. We have an airspeed where it goes red, so I assume you don't want to make your airspeed turn red. Turn coordinator. Oh, it looks like the little instruments work on this. So, okay, so the throttle stays where you put it. So if I put the nose down a little bit, let's put all the lights on. Or can I not turn those lights on? Guess you can't put those lights on. Right. I was wondering if there's other camera angles as well. The environment looks quite nice on this. Again, this is technically a PS4 game, not a PS5 game. Oh, I'm going to hit the red. I'm going to hit the red. Let's find out. Yeah, let's stucker it. Try not to stucker noises like, oh shit. Oh, that kind of did the old flight sim thing where you just bounce. Yeah, let's see if I can take back off, because if I can, then the plane's invincible. Right, I'm pretty sure the plane's invincible, but we'll try and turn while it's red, yeah. Just need to get the speed up first. So I'll get the airspeed up as fast as it will go prior to trying to do a turn. I need to remember I don't need to actually keep my hand on the what's it thing. That was a day-night cycle. Right, let me see. I want to put my lights on, but I don't know if it lets you. Oh, what have I done this time? Oh no. Did I hit the invisible wall of the game? Yeah. If we make a plane out of rubber, it bounces. I'm gonna definitely fumble this up, even if, like I said, you can't kill the plane. Fly safe. Doesn't matter if I fly safe, does it? You can't damage the plane, apparently. Right, I've probably got time to do one more before I need to go out and make sure I've got enough petrol in my car now. I'm feeling, you know, a fair bit better, so my car's, you know, Da Vinci's flight. Free flight. I don't want to do a time trial if I've never played this before. They're saying there's a, yeah, Da Vinci's tank. His little round tank thing he designed. Yeah, Alex Saint, it's basically a thing where people can just make assets in a thing and then make games of the assets. So what I'll try and quickly do in a minute is show you, you know, like assets packs for this. So, because a lot of people just make assets that are free to use in other people's games. So it's kind of like the funny thing where on Steam, you know, like you get all the asset flipped crap in Unity or whatever it is. Imagine that, but people actually not making them for money and putting effort into it. Like, you know, I have made an asset pack, feel free to use it in your game. So even the people who can't, like, model and texture well in this sort of thing, end up being able to at least, you know, use other people's assets to make games. Can I hit that? So there's not really much proper flight mechanics to this, is there? It's just you've got a glider that never loses speed, because you can just do this. Yeah, let me see if I can just show you what I mean, Alex Saint, before I go off. Because like I say, because I don't create games on this, I've never bothered much with it, but I know it's an actual thing. Or do I want to go on to the create thing rather than browse? Dream shaping.
Before you go wild with the power of dream shaping, you need to know how to look around. So let's start there.
But yeah, alright, I won't bother with all this now if it's still wanting me to do all the tutorials on building a level. Alright, let's see what like, hit and run was. Has somebody made a newer version of The Simpsons Hit and Run, or just another hit and run game? Okay, so it's not The Simpsons Hit and Run, it's just generic thing, a bit like The Simpsons Hit and Run, I guess. Yeah, so it is definitely meant to be a bit like The Simpsons if there's, like, weird, like, alien bug things. Oh, it keeps just electrocuting me, look. Oh, I've got a gun, have I? Right, hang on, or a taser, whatever it's meant to be. He won't stop zapping me, though, I can't respond. How long's the range on my tapes? Never mind. Right, let's just get in a vehicle, shall we? Yoyota, okay. Oh. Oh. Right. Are there any pedestrians on the pavement? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, you immediately slow down because of the physics engine. Yeah, this is kind of a cool idea, but the problem is the physics don't really work for a driving game. Oh, car, give it to me. Well, like the visual style thing of what Dreams in general, or just let's have a quick look before I go off then at Team Fortress 2. Or do you just mean like the sort of cell-shaded style of graphics? So the only TF2 thing it looks like somebody's made is just modelling like the turret. Yeah, there's not much to this thing. Again, some of these are just like proof of concept things people did. Anyway, like I said, I'll be off now. I've been on about an hour, and like I said, my voice is getting a bit sore now, but by Monday I should be back to doing videos properly, because I'll have work over for the weekend at that point, and it's better today than it was yesterday, my throat, so... Right, so I'm going to have to go fill my car up with petrol, because that's getting a bit low, and like I said, I didn't want to use my car earlier, because I'd have had to have done quite a far drive, you know, feeling a bit sort of shitty, and then that's obviously dangerous. But yeah, so, I will see everybody hopefully Monday to start doing some videos, because again, I've got a load of stuff to get videos filmed and uploaded about. It's just, you know, getting the time to do it. And the first part of this week, one of my friends was over in Oxford that I hadn't seen in a while, So, I spent a couple of days hanging out with him, other than getting a little bit of stuff filmed on the side, so... Right, have a good evening, everybody, and hopefully I'll be on Monday either for a stream or uploading a normal video.